What's going on, guys? Today we're back with an episode of J&A for our podcast.
Hi.
Today we're going to have a little guest with us. It's Davis, somebody that you might see in our videos sometimes. How you doing today, Davis?
It's lit.
Alright, so to start off, we're going to do this little section on like questions that you would like me and JJ to answer about the NFL. But it could be about the preseason, about things that have happened over the free agency, and me and JJ will give our
happen in the future.
things that could happen in the future, just for like a good 5 minutes to get the show started, to get the podcast started. Anything you have in your mind?
Davis.
You know what I got on my mind?
Keep it PG.
What is going on with Odell, bro?
Ooh, what about Odell? We need info.
What about him?
Bro, why does it seem like he hasn't been training at all? Low key.
JJ, you can start.
He's always at parties, dog. I see it.
I mean, Le'Veon Bell's at the strip club, and I still think he's the #1 running back. So.
Right.
Oh,
And believe
it, he gets injured a lot though.
Ooh.
Nicked up, but he's still the #1 running back.
I mean, if you're not playing, how could you be the best then?
He is the best, no doubt.
Shit, he can sit out this season. He'll still be the #1 back.
Ooh.
David Johnson sat out last year. He's still a top 3 running back. Nothing changed.
Yeah, he got injured. That was a sad day when I had him on my fantasy.
Me too. Trust me, in 2 leagues. Yeah.
But then I picked up Kareem Hunt randomly and won my league. Oh, how do you think he's gonna?
I'm not really too sure how many total. I want to say a good
Wasn't
Baker's
it?
does it. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, wasn't it like 11 or 12?
Alright, then
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go with 10. I'm gonna say he's gonna get 10 touchdowns this year.
Well, I think if he's gonna have an off year, he's gonna be somewhere down by like 7 or 8.
What about Kamara? Just to answer the second part. That Davis
I think he's
question.
gonna be. Oh man.
Kamara, he's only gonna run for literally like 50 yards under what he did last year, if that.
Alright, I'll go ahead and answer since I kind of facilitated. Kareem Hunt, yeah, I think his numbers are going to go down a little bit, mainly because, like I said, the Chiefs, it's kind of like an experimental season. They have Patrick Mahomes. They just want to display that arm at all costs. So you're going to see a lot of bombs. You're going to see a lot of picks. Therefore, the run game won't be as established as it was with Alex Smith, but it's still going to be there. So I expect his numbers to go down a bit. And as for Kamara, he's a huge part of what the Saints do offensively, out of the backfield as a receiver and a runner. So I think his touches will still be good, especially with Mark Ingram suspended. His touches may increase.
Oh, dude.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I like what they did this offseason at free agency. They added some more season help, even though they're already good.
Alright, now since we hit on some questions that Davis had, we're gonna start off with some things that have happened recently that I really wanted to talk about on this edition of this week. And it's gonna be Adrian Peterson getting picked up by the Redskins after Geis went down. Any thoughts on that?
Davis, we'll start with you.
I don't know. AP, he's getting older.
Right.
But if you give him the lanes, bro, he could still produce. I don't know about that Redskins O-line though.
I am gonna touch on that. Number one, the Redskins. It's Pro Football Focus. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but according to them, they have the 12th best offensive line. Like
Okay.
I said, I'm not really. A huge
I mean,
fan.
they have a good left tackle,
Oh yeah, for
but
sure,
I don't
good.
know. I don't know about their run blocking.
Yeah, I like their I like Trent Williams. I like Brandon Sheriff, Morgan Moses.
Yeah.
But that's their left guard position. No, just no. I'm just telling you, like based on the grading, I'm not a huge fan of it either. But Adrian Peterson, I'm not really a huge fan of the signing. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. Now why?
I think if actually, oh JJ, you can go. Oops. Sorry.
Now you're good.
No, this is how we are. We talk about things on here and we just give our opinion. So if you have something that you feel like need to be said.
So, alright, so if the Redskins O-line can be like a top 10, maybe top 5, give Peterson his lanes, and if Jordan Reed has a comeback year, that will also really help out AP.
Alright, I'm gonna say this, and I know you don't like the...
Jordan Reed used to be really good, you know, she got injured.
And JJ, I know that you don't like the word hot take, so I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be my little bold prediction from this team, okay? Especially after them acquiring AP. I feel like AP's gonna show off this year, man. He got another chance after not having a really good year last year.
Hold on, did Samaje get injured for them?
Yeah, Samaje and Darius guys, both their power backs went down.
So honestly, I feel like they're gonna show off, or he's gonna show off, and I feel like he's gonna have a decent year. That's my bold prediction.
I
respect that. But I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it, and then tell you why I think it could work out anyway. I don't like it because you have younger and better options, but at the same time, it's AP. The legacy's still there.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna try to argue with you on that. But you do got, like you said, it is AP out of everybody. You know, he's got experience over experience. You know what I'm saying? He knows. I think he can do it. He obviously is a little bit younger or a little bit older.
And you know, when you look at like Hall of Fame careers, which by the way, he is going to be a Hall of Fame career. People, you know, a lot of people aren't going to remember like him being on the Saints for 6 weeks and the Cardinals for like 9 and the Redskins now. You know, it's kind of like when you saw it's kind of like Eric Dickerson. A lot of people don't know that he played for the Falcons in his career, but he did. I mean, people don't look at the late year signings for these guys, which I don't think it's going to really affect them because people in their prime. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their prime is so damn good. People are gonna forget about their last couple of years. Like what's his name? Emmitt Smith went to the Cardinals, and he didn't even sniff.
If a running back can produce when they're that late into their career, then good for them, dude. Because most can't.
Yeah, they deserve it. I feel like if DeMarco Murray hadn't retired, that's probably his spot right there, where Adrian Peterson is. However, how I think this is going to work, Alex Smith likes the run game. So if you get Adrian Peterson going, you have Chris Thompson, who's a receiving back, which is, you know, he's pretty good at what he does. Alex Smith likes the run game, so it's going to help him out a lot if Adrian Peterson's producing. But I will say this. In his division, the Giants, they've been working on that defense. I'm not saying they're going to be anything great, but they've been working on it. The Cowboys, not saying they'll be great, but they've been working on it.
All right, with this, 60 seconds on the clock, I want everybody to say their stat line, okay? On the count of 3, APs, what y'all think he could do this year?
Oh, hold on, keep going, JJ. Give me a sec.
In 3 seconds, I'm about to start it. 6 seconds on the clock.
No,
JJ, me, then Davis, okay? Davis is last, so Davis is going to have probably the last 20 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, start.
650 yards, 7 touchdowns.
All right, just a quick why.
I feel like he's going to be used to get the offense going, and he'll be used in the red zone to get the touchdowns.
All right, I'm gonna have to agree with this. I'm gonna have to say 600 yards, but instead I'm gonna have to say 8 touchdowns.
Okay.
All right, Davis.
Alright, so I think he is going to get around, it depends on if he like starts every game, you know, because he only played 10 last year.
Right, 20 seconds.
I think he'll probably, if he starts every game, he could get 800 yards. And they're gonna play him in the red zone, of course. I think he could get
a big 600
8 touchdowns,
or a big 800.
8 touchdowns, and 200 yards receiving.
So
Okay.
1,000-yard year for AP.
Okay. I mean,
we didn't really go into receiving yards, and the only reason I didn't get receiving is because Chris Thompson's there.
60 seconds is now up. That was pretty good for 60 seconds, y'all. We've got our answers out, and we did what we had to do.
I mean, yeah, but he only played 10 games last year. And
Look who
I
he was
feel
on,
like
though.
if he plays more, he could definitely have over 100 receiving yards easily.
Yeah, they can definitely get him worked into some plays.
All right.
Like it's the Saint. Oh wait, never mind.
Now I've been running.
Redskins.
Now
I
I've
got
been
confused because we were talking about the Saints.
now I've been the one
yeah.
asking all the things pretty much. I've been running it so far. Now I'm gonna switch it over to the J and J&A. Jeffrey, anything you would like to hit on? Would you like to do another 60-second? Would you like to, just anything you would?
We'll do like a question and then we'll do a 60-second.
Okay.
So, my question is actually about the future state of the NFL. So we're in the year 2018. I'm pretty sure we are, because I'm 18. I was born in 2000. So we're in 2018. 7 years from now, it's going to be 2025. So 7 years from today, out of all the current players in the NFL, one positive thing and one negative thing that we're going to be talking about 7 years from today.
Definitely. How much of a beast Carson Wentz is gonna be.
Okay, so that's the positive. What about a negative, like something bad that we're going to be talking about?
Negative is I think people are gonna get bored of football and they're gonna start to lose viewers.
All right, my turn.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Aaron.
Positive. The whole anthem thing is now totally out of the picture. No one talks about it no more. It's back to normal. That's my positive.
Okay.
Negative. The sport of football has gotten so weak that almost all you ever hear about is how football is not the same no more. That's my answer.
I like y'all's answers. Y'all both had two different perspectives on it. I really appreciate that. I guess I'll do mine real quick. The positive for me is going to be, basically Davis kind of stole my answer, man. I think Carson Wentz is a beast, the real deal. And we'll probably be talking about a late Super Bowl run for Russell Wilson.
Yes.
My negative, it's about the Detroit Lions. About them wasting the prime of Matthew Stafford's career. We're going to be talking about they wasted Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Herman Moore, and now Matthew Stafford.
Ooh. Okay.
It's kind of rough.
Well, hold on a sec.
I agree with him.
No one's gonna be talking about Matthew Stafford and.
Dude, Matthew Stafford is great, whether you want to admit it or not. He is a great quarterback, and Detroit has ruined him, pretty much.
Matthew Stafford, it's the guy right there. Stafford.
I mean, he's still doing really good.
Yeah, but
like
the farthest he's made it in the playoffs is the wild card against the Cowboys.
And what are you going to do? Blame it all on him, Davis? I mean, that's all I'm saying.
No. I mean, I know he doesn't perform as well in the playoffs.
I mean, statistically, he has done actually pretty good in the playoffs. It's a team effort.
Yes, it is.
Well, like, if you look at his stats in the playoffs...
He always gets the yards. But he usually always throws at least one pick. Like, quarterbacks like Tom Brady and Carson Wentz, they don't... Well, I don't know about... Carson Wentz is still young, but definitely Tom Brady, he doesn't throw that many picks in the playoffs, you know.
Because he's experienced, not because if you like him or not.
Are you saying Matthew Stafford isn't experienced?
No, but what I am saying is
playoff experience.
Playoff experience, pretty much, yes. And the fact that Tom Brady has been Tom Brady has been here a hell of a lot longer than Matthew Stafford has. You see what I'm saying? He has been through a lot more. He's been, and that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Matthew Stafford still has over 100 games played.
Well, true,
yeah.
But that's not, you know what I'm saying? Playoffs is a whole lot different than.
Yeah, I guess.
They turn it up in the playoffs. And it's crazy to think about. Blake Bortles has more playoff appearances than Matthew Stafford.
He's only been in 3.
Yeah, Stafford's been like 1 or 2. That's my point. He's been in the league longer. That's where I'm trying to get at. But I'm saying, there's going to be people who are like, who's underrated, and names that are going to come up are Phillip Rivers and Matthew Stafford. Because they didn't do much in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think I don't know, like, he had his best playoff performance, I'd say, in 2011. I'm looking at it right now.
Which one we talking about?
400. 2011.
Like who? Which quarterback out of the two are we talking about?
What quarterback?
Stafford.
Okay,
I thought you were talking about Bortles. Because
No, Stafford had almost 400 yards, but he threw 2 picks. And then the one he had in 2016, he did not play well at all. He couldn't get the offense going, it looked like. They only scored 6 points. He only had 200 yards, but they did play Seattle, so.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the Seattle game. That's when they still had the guys intact.
Yeah, they got messed up that year.
I think of a 6-second segment. Okay, well, I just saw it on Bleacher Report, so I guess I'll cheat. Le'Veon Bell, one team you think he'd go to other than the Steelers, and why for 2019?
Oh,
Davis, you started?
Easy. Wait, actually, no, that's not easy. Hold on.
Other than the Steelers.
I was about to say LA, but I forgot about Todd Gurley. But I feel like he's gonna go where the money is, or where the best place to live.
Alright, well, I'll start it since I'll let Davis give it a second. You said one place that you'll think he'll be in what?
Explain why.
Green Bay.
Okay, why do you think he'd go to Green Bay?
I mean, they have the room for you. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna hurt any Packer fans' feelings out here, but you can't really say that they have like a #1 truly back. You know what I'm saying? Or you can, but
they're running back by committee. They just have a bunch of guys.
But you can't say, oh my God, he's gonna be mine forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a win now move for Green Bay.
And then that's pretty much why, man. Because like say he would go there 2019, you have Aaron handing off to you. Know that you're on a championship contender team, which you always. It's not saying you went with Steelers, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, I would rather have Aaron than Big Ben any day, personally. And I feel like he could be just as good there as he could with Pittsburgh.
Alright, Green Bay. Davis?
Bro, I'd say Green Bay for the money, but also I could see him going to like Miami, bro.
Okay, explain why Miami.
It's got the nice weather, busy city. He went to Michigan though, so I don't know. Maybe he wants to switch things up now. He could get paid there. They don't really have a running back, And
yeah, they're rolling with Frank Gore, by the way, and injury.
Definitely need to get a better O-line though. But
yeah,
they could work on that if they sign him. That'd probably be their top priority.
Yeah, because the Dolphins, they really just got 2 tackles and a center. Their guard play is terrible.
Yeah, and then they have some good receivers though, which wouldn't make him really. If he was on the team, he wouldn't. I did guarantee you, Parker would have a breakout year if he joined. Cause like just having two good receivers and a great running back really just opens up your offense.
Yeah, I do agree with that. It's crazy, man, because those are, like, the Dolphins, I was actually going to pick them. But,
damn.
I was actually going to pick the Dolphins, but...
I mean, the Dolphins or I'd say Green Bay or, like, Seattle.
I could see Seattle.
That's my top 3.
But the offensive line, too, theirs just terrible. They have one offensive lineman. He's like 32 years old.
You go to a contender, not somebody who wants to be a contender. I mean, Legend of Boom. Fuck that, Legend of Doom.
Right now, unless it's JJ's franchise.
I know, but LeBron, he went to LA. He went to LA for the money, all the endorsements, the weather. He can build his own team.
But he knows that he
can.
can. But he knows that he can make them good. You know.
And plus,
Le'Veon Bell could make a team good.
And plus, I'm gonna just say this: like the NFL is an owner league, where the NBA, like the players have a lot more to voice than the players.
I mean, if you have Le'Veon Bell on your team and he's healthy, if you're in the red zone and you have somewhat decent receivers, which the Dolphins do, and Seattle, yeah, they still have Baldwin and Curse, who are solid, but and you need a decent quarterback, but that's gonna be points almost every time in the red zone. If you got Le'Veon Bell, a decent quarterback.
That's not going to be points though. You know why? Because they wouldn't even hand it off to him in the first place. They would throw it on the one.
No, because no, I'm talking about the Dolphins too, though. The Dolphins too. I feel like if you went to the Dolphins, they would completely like form their team around him.
Well, yeah, that's because they have Ryan Tannehill. Of course they would.
Yeah, and he's solid. If he had Le'Veon Bell, I feel like he'd do better, like a lot better.
Since we hit on our main thing about Le'Veon Bell, it's time to move on to something that me and JJ hit on before, but I want to see what our guest Davis has to say about this topic. As soon as I say it, you're going to know what I'm talking about, okay? So, Davis, this is from me and JJ to you. Do you feel like Seattle's head coach Pete Carroll is in the hot seat of getting fired?
I mean, hold on, JJ, you say something. Give me a second.
Okay, while Davis goes to recuperate. Yeah, we've already talked about it, so I guess we just be sharing it pretty much. I think Pete Carroll's on borrowed time. He's got at least 2 years. They're going to see what he can do this year with the approach of building the team around Russell Wilson, but if he doesn't do anything in free agency next year and the team misses the playoffs again, I think that's it. Like, on site.
All right.
And it wouldn't be because, like, they're bad. It would just be because they can't get over the hump. Like, they'd still be, like, 8-8. They just couldn't get themselves in the playoffs. And you know what they say about history. It tends to repeat itself. It did at USC. It might in Seattle, too.
Because, as you know, there is multiple reports that players don't have respect for Pete Carroll no more after that Super Bowl.
Who did Seattle lose? Who did Seattle lose and get? You know.
The big losses were Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor.
They got
Rashad Penny from the draft and Shaquem Griffin.
They got Rookie of the Year Shaquem Griffin.
Yeah, he's gonna single-handedly take that award.
What?
Yeah, you don't get it, dude.
What?
You don't get it?
No.
Single-handedly?
I know, but he's still gonna be good. That dude's a B.
I know, that's why I said he's single-handedly gonna take the award. It was a joke.
Oh. I didn't get that, sorry.
No, you're good. You're fine. Yeah, how long, what was the question, Aaron? Can you, like, restate it for Davis? Because I kind of forgot.
Dude, he's definitely on the hot seat. If they have 2 more, like, he's good this year. When's his contract up? How many years?
It might be 2. I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to say it's 2 years, but.
All right. Well, that means he has this year. He's gonna be completely fine this year. He can do whatever he wants, but he needs to build the team strong enough to where 2019 comes around, Seattle needs to be back in the playoffs doing good. And if they aren't, then he's gone.
Okay, well, my question is to you: who do you build that team around? Me and JJ knows the answer to this. I just want to see what you say.
Who are the upcoming? Because they're gonna have to sign someone.
It's pretty obvious. Who do you build that you gotta build this team around now?
Bro, what if Odell went to Seattle with Russell Wilson? Oh,
yeah, that's playmaking for days. But who would you build the team around then?
Yeah, he's trying to skip the question. You're on J&A Podcast. We don't do that here, Bubba.
Everything's forward.
hold on, Aaron.
Hell, if you want me to be honest, JJ already said it like earlier. He literally said it. He's
Yeah,
like, if you,
I just brought it up, and you just brought it up too.
yeah.
You literally
The
just said his
one-handed
name.
guy?
No. You literally just said his name in the same sentence as somebody. You said, imagine this player with this player. That's gonna be.
You think they should rebuild around Odell?
No.
No.
Who's the other person? Who's the other person you said?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, is that who you'd build the team around? Is Russell Wilson?
No, of
Why?
course not. He's getting older.
Oh.
Bro, you need some more. You need like a top defensive player to lead that squad, bruh.
Patrick, where you at? You're out of here, Davis.
They have it. It's Bobby Wagner. If that's what you're
No, but like, I'm saying they just lost Richard Sherman and Cam
Okay,
Chancellor.
so you're saying they should go back to their roots, pretty much. What made them? Who they are.
Yes.
Okay,
Russell
well, I like
Wilson is not gonna win a Super Bowl by himself.
Give him an offense, and you don't know.
Hold on, Davis has the floor. Let's let him get his.
He is not gonna. He's not going to be able to carry a team by himself. They
For the
need
past, how
someone
long
else
has he?
with
How
it.
long has he took him to the playoffs for? Did they?
Yeah, but they were
just recently
good.
missed it.
They finally missed the playoffs when their defense got older. And he's still, like, he should be having MVP seasons.
With no
Like,
receivers?
he's got some. His main receivers old, but yeah, I guess they need to sign someone who can play make for them and who's younger. Because
Okay, so
isn't Doug
they-
Baldwin already like in his 30s?
I think he's 28 or 29.
Alright, but he was at his best when he re-signed with them.
Yeah, he was.
I'd say.
He's still an all-pro. But yeah, I see what you're saying. So Davis says go back to their roots. Aaron, what do you say?
You know what I have to go with? You build that team around Russell Wilson. You have to at this point. That defense is non-existent no more.
I mean, they gotta sign or draft a beast receiver.
And I will say this: it's a whole lot of hell easier to rebuild work at offense than it is a defense.
Alright, so.
I mean, I think they should trade Jimmy Graham though. They should trade Jimmy Graham for a receiver.
Jimmy Graham's gone.
He's gone, Davis. Where have you been?
Oh my God, we gotta quit. He just lost all respect on the J&A podcast.
Oh shoot.
He's been playing too much Madden 18.
Dude, I'm playing Madden 18 right now. I'm really sorry. I apologize.
It's fine.
I just didn't wanna-
Jimmy Graham's on the Packers, dude.
Oh, he's gonna be trash. Oh my, Jimmy
What?
Graham fell off. He fell off.
We'll see this season. I'm
He couldn't
kinda,
do good with. He couldn't do
JJ.
good with Russell Wilson.
Nah, bro, we ain't letting you go. You ain't getting away with that.
No, you actually think Jimmy Graham's gonna do good with the Packers?
Yes.
I have to
Because
wait
of
and see.
Rodgers? I feel like Rodgers is not gonna want to target him though.
Oh, they
I'm just
don't.
gonna
know.
say this. I'm just gonna say this. If Aaron Rodgers can make it work with Jared Cook, he should be able to make it work with Jimmy Graham. That's all, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I have to see
But,
this. You know?
but Jimmy Graham's not the same.
Exactly, he's a better athlete, so he should be able to be better.
I don't know. Alright, I gotta go.
Alright, well, ladies and
I'm gonna
gentlemen,
go eat.
this has been a fun episode of J&A Podcast.
I'm not leaving
with,
the party though, sorry.
with
Wait,
JJ.
wait. Let me at least answer the build around question, and then we can end it. I didn't get the answer.
Well, we already know what you gotta say.
Well, yeah, well, I still want to say it. It needs to make the cut. People deserve to hear this twice. Build a team around Russell Wilson.
Boom.
And I'm just gonna give my reason. I think Davis probably already left, but I'm gonna give my reasoning. I'm thinking about playmakers at the quarterback position. The closest playmaker to Aaron Rodgers at that quarterback position is Russell Wilson. I know people are gonna say Carson Wentz because of last year and Deshaun Watson because of the sample size, but Russell Wilson, closest playmaker to Aaron Rodgers. You give that dude an offensive line, a better tight end than Ed Dixon, who was the second tight end for the Panthers last year. Maybe another good receiver. The run game is okay. You have a bunch of receiving backs. Maybe if you get a true power back, you know, you got to rebuild that offense, and it's going to be a lot easier to do, like you said, than rebuilding a defense, because you got to get guys that can fit, that can produce right away, that can fill in their roles. I mean, there's a lot of guys that can run the football. It's just, do they have that offensive line? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like build the team around Russell Wilson. Now, if you have a guy who you want to surround talent around on defense, which is different than building the team around them, it's Bobby Wagner, the captain in the middle. Because Wagner can be there to clean up all the messes that people leave behind. You know, if anyone gets past the defensive line, Wagner, it's his job to be there. So I feel like things will be pretty good for him. You know, that's all I really got to say about that.
All right.
Build the team.
Well, anything you want to hit on before I let you end it? It's been a good 30 minutes. It's been a good episode.
The next podcast will be us talking about records and sleeper teams and stuff.
Next Monday. I hope
next
y'all
Monday.
enjoyed it. You know, from now on, it's gonna be every Monday we agreed on, right, JJ?
Yeah, every Monday. That's good for me.
And then probably about Saturday, Friday, we write the script for Monday or Sunday. Like the main things we want to hit on.
Yeah, we can either talk about it or like type it. Yeah, we got it.
All right, brother.
do it.
All right, well, I'll let you end it. I started it, you end it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the J&A Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to both channels, JJ Domination, 2 capital J's and a capital D in Domination. And go subscribe to CrewBeast242, capital C, lowercase beast, and then 242.
You know it.
Definitely go subscribe to him. We're just trying to innovate, make good content, but you know, we need that exposure, man. This is the one time somebody needs to be exposed, and it's on YouTube via our content. So just like it up, share it, get people talking, because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, to get people engaged. Not like marriage-wise, but like watching our shit, you know?
Yeah. Anything y'all want to hear us talk about in next week's podcast, just leave it down in our comment section. We're more than happy.
DM us. If you know us, DM us.
And yeah. So
All right. Thank you.
I hope y'all enjoyed P&A or J&A, and it's been fun.